Last week, the state of Florida advanced the Don't Say Gay bill, which is causing much conversation. Here's what it is. The bill would force schools to expose gay and transgender children and inform their families within 6 weeks. There is now national scrutiny over this bill, and President Joe Biden says that it is, quote, hateful. And the White House says that the bill targets LGBTQ students on purpose. Joining me now to discuss is the executive director of the National Center for Lesbian Rights, Miss Imani Rupert-Gordon. Thank you very much for joining me. How are you today?
Great. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Pete Buttigieg, who is the U.S. Transportation Secretary and an openly gay man, says that the bill could cause an increase of attempts of suicide among LGBT youth. So would passing this measure force some kids, quote unquote, back into the closet, which is a very negative space?
Yes, he's exactly right, and this would absolutely do that. We know that young LGBTQ students face high levels of discrimination, face high levels of dealing with issues of mental health, and most LGBTQ people experience discrimination. And so knowing that it makes a very different and negative reality for LGBTQ kids, knowing that this bill has now passed the House and is on its way to the Senate, this would be incredibly hurtful for LGBTQ young people.
So we're talking about kids, we're talking about students. How could this type of bill impact these children if it is imposed and, you know, they're handled in a way where they're still trying to understand themselves, they're trying to understand society? How negative could this impact children?
Of course. What we're seeing right now is really an assault on our education system. It hurts folks it hurts young people, and it hurts everyone when we don't see ourselves represented. But bills like this actually make it so that young people will feel like they have to be ashamed of who they are, that they'll have to hide who they are or who their parents are or who the people that love them are, that somehow there's something wrong with themselves because of their sexual orientation or their gender identity, or because of their parents or the people that are in their families. And so this is something that we have to take in consideration, because we know when folks feel like they cannot be authentically themselves, they're not going to show up as their best selves. This is a deliberate attempt to silence LGBTQ people, and we see this in a variety of different ways. We also see this across race. We see this across a host of other abilities as well, and so, or a host of other identities as well. And so this is one step. And so when we start seeing these types of bills pop up all over the country, it's a part of a concerted effort to alienate and make folks shame about their LGBTQ identities and those of other folks that they're working with. But then it also makes it possible to pass other discriminatory laws and start building something where it looks like LGBTQ people are less than human. And obviously that's something that's incredibly negative for absolutely everyone, especially LGBTQ young people.
Mm-hmm. You just kind of touched on the question I'm about to ask, because we're seeing it in states across the country pushing to take gay rights, but also pushing to take Black history out of schools. So when you put those two together, you've already kind of started explaining why there is a concerted effort. But let's dive a little bit more into how this could affect the Black and LGBTQ plus community in the future.
Sure. So we know that this is something that matters. This is something that comes up for everyone in our community. And when we're talking about the people that we're trying to keep safe, the people that we're trying to protect, we're not talking about the people that are actually hurt when this happens. And so it matters that some of us aren't taught our history, that some of us have to learn about the contributions of people like us when we're not in school. This also hurts that other people are not learning this alongside of us. When I started to understand more about Black history, it was after I was an adult. You know, when I started understanding more about LGBTQ history, it too was after I was an adult. And so when people don't share those same identities, often they're not thinking about this at all. And it's not just creating a void for us. It's actually creating a reality where we think we don't exist. And then other people think that we don't exist as well. And when you start looking at intersections of identity with LGBTQ people, with people of color, with people that have immigrated to this country, with folks with disabilities, we see that there are a lot of people that are left out of our stories and left out of our history when these folks have been so important and critical in building this country.
Now, a final vote is expected today. How do you think that's going to go on this type of bill, which could be highly divisive if it is passed?
Honestly, I would like to think that it's gonna. I would like to think that it's gonna go well. I would like to think that we heard that that there was an amendment that was dropped because there was so much pushback. The important thing to realize here is that no one wants this. This is not something that folks in Florida are saying that they want. In fact, people are saying that they absolutely do not want this. And so I hope that during this time that we do the right thing. Honestly, this will cause harm. This will hurt people, and I would like to see that. I would like to see that that the folks that are representing our communities are out there looking out for what's best for everyone and what's best for all of us.
Indeed. Indeed. Well said. And we'll definitely keep our eyes on that vote whenever it does happen. Everyone, let's say thanks to Executive Director of the National Center for Lesbian Rights, Miss Imani Rupert-Gordon. Thank you for joining me today.